7.
What? Well, let's catch you with me. Twitter up. What's up?
Good night, good night.
Trinidad and Tobago and the world.
Yes.
We're back in your drawing room.
Of course. I hope everybody had a good carnival.
I certainly did.
I did not.
Really?
I didn't do anything. It was good. It was good. I had the kids. Of course, the wifey must be smiling at home, but she knows. Anyhow. I still, babes, just for the record, I still wish I could have go out and, see carnival. I like my carnival.
You're a responsible dad now.
I am that. I am definitely a responsible dad.
My children went in tongue, except for the last one. But yeah, they was in tongue and they were in low.
Oh, my
Bottom
word.
drag all through tongue, like I tell
my
you.
word, oh, my
Hey, I
word.
want to say a massive shout out once again. I've been shouting them out right across social media.
Who's that?
To Generation Lion, Rubadiri Victor, classmate.
Hey, yeah, boy.
Yo, wonderful Juve experience, I'm telling you.
Of course, too, I want to say a big shout out to, I met a couple fans who stopped me and tell me about the Adam De Silva piece I did when I went to the MMA, a couple other things. And of course, I always want to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Mike's Bikes. He was around for the carnival in particular. And besides the kid stuff, you could go to Mike's Bikes, you could get like helmets, gloves, shoes, especially if you're doing spin, if you're doing mountain biking, which is a big thing now for everybody. So really, of course, 21 O'Connor Street is really on the corner of R. Peter Avenue on O'Connor Street. Really awesome. So people calling me already. We can't answer the phone, we on air.
We're actually live.
We live.
In your drawing room.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
So let me begin. Of course,
Jump right
today
in.
we were supposed to have a couple guests. We have one of them here. His name is Rawlson Dopwell, better known as Babatola. He's a coach of the Golden Fist Boxing Gym in Petit Valley. He's coming. We wanted to talk about violence, youth, and sport, in particular with our two interviews. The second interview is Felix Gordon. He's not going to be here. There was a bit of a mix-up, which we're going to clarify later on. That is outside thing. Of course, Michelle is not here. She couldn't make it today. James is somewhere far and wide. We ain't sure where he is. I know he's not in the country.
But if you really wanted gyms, I could do gyms for you.
So we're going to jump straight into it because this one of them shows where, all right, I'm going to read this. And all through our reading this, I know Tay is just going to get upset. But anyhow, I'm still going to read it. So we're going straight into local news. Darren Sammy, captain of the West Indies T20 squad, heading into the World Cup in India, has wrote to the WICB, there's Darren, asking for a meeting to discuss the salary of players the players are receiving for this World Cup. It is believed that at this World Cup, players will receive match fees of about $6,900 US and a total of about $27,600 US if they play all the guaranteed games. This is way short of payments received for the 2012 and 2014 World Cup, where players received between $58,000 and $137,000 US, plus a split of $2 million US along the 15 guys, which would have represented revenue earned by the WICB paid to them from the ICC for the tournament. The WICB has refused to accede to the demands of Mr. Sammy and the 15, as they're now called the Sammy 15, and has actually mandated its selectors to choose a new 15-man squad to go to the World Cup in India. I give up. WICB, I give up. I don't know what to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
First, to begin,
right.
this is cricket. So you know you're going to have bacchanal.
Apparently.
You know it's going to have poor management. You know it's going to have poor communication skills.
West Indies cricket, that goes hand in hand of late. That is the current state of West Indies cricket. Poor management, poor communication, poor management, poor everything.
I don't think it's strictly limited to West Indies cricket alone, though, because there are other boards that are secretive, run like a cabal.
Yeah.
West Indies cricket board, however, they're batting way, way higher on those two elements, secrecy, cabalism, than any other international federation. Listen,
they will never
my
give us
God, what is going on here? Muirhead, the CEO, what kind of thing is a badge and thing here?
No, but listen, the Mr. Muirhead, with all due respect to him, has stated, and I don't know if he's wrong or he's right in what he has said, but I think his approach is incorrect. he has stated that now Sammy is claiming 14 of the 15 people on the team are not represented by Weeper. Muirhead has said, hey, that don't matter. Weeper represents all West Indies players, and that's the deal they cut. Now, legally, he's probably correct. The reality, though, is if Weeper is cutting deals that are that bad, then I would have to suggest that maybe the players should be looking for another representative organization.
Which is why they're not signing with Weeper.
And Wavell Hines, so far, Wavell, to be quite honest, you have proven to be a failure as a commentator, a failure as a talk show host and the Sportsmax thing, and now a failure as Weeper head. I'm sorry.
And he wasn't that great a cricketer in the first place.
Yeah, wasn't that great a cricketer.
So, right.
I would never say you was a failure as a cricketer, never.
Of course not.
But you wasn't that great.
But he wasn't that great.
He wasn't that great.
You know?
And that deal, who would sign that deal?
Nobody, which is why,
who would negotiate that deal? I could send my daughter in there, she negotiate a better deal. She bat her eyes on.
Yeah, but your daughter bright. Listen, hold on. When you look at the pure mechanics of the thing.
All right, go ahead.
You telling these people in this go-over season to take a pay cut of 80% on average for no other reason.
Yeah, you tell them.
And you're not telling them why they have to take that pay cut. You're also not disclosing the terms and contracts between you, the WICB, and the ICC, the international body. So you're not disclosing those terms at all.
Right.
Right? So the people who get the money, right, saying, well, we're not going to discuss how much money we're giving all year. We're also not going to let these players who representing, we're not going to let them know how much money they gain. So, madness. You go in and play. I not even going to buy a pack of nuts. I would stop the man on the side of the road and ask him, how much for the pack of nuts? What was that? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous that they don't want to disclose these terms. It's ridiculous.
I think it's obviously clear right now, as it stands, and for those who don't know, and the latest I've heard is that they have actually, it's gotten to the point where there's no meeting is possible. The team has to be declared by Sunday, and I believe that's Sunday Indian time, which might be, you know...
Late Saturday.
Late Saturday, right? So let me say they have a day and a half, give them 2 days max. Then what we're really looking at now, too, from that point of view, is also, if they know, it doesn't seem like they're going to meet. I don't think the players are going to back down. Obviously, the WICB is not going to back down. So we're going to have, representing us at the World Cup, a second string team.
No. What we're going to have is the players are going to play. They said they're going to play. They're not going to contest the terms of the contract before. They're going to allow this process to continue, and the arbitration is going to take place. The West Indies Cricket Board can't gangster the people that they're supposed to be representing. What is that? West Indies Cricket Board, you have nothing to stand up on. If the players don't play, and who are you going to pick? Players who are not even eligible to be represented by the West Indies Cricket Board because they're not West Indies cricketers? Who's advising these people? I have a degree in bush law. Give me a call. Hit me up on Twitter. I follow all you on Twitter.
Hey, I know that with a starter hut. Anyhow, we will come back to it because West Indies cricketers always come back around and cricketers come back around in the show. I don't know.
They're still turning that corner?
Yeah, they're still turning that corner. You know, we lost today. We lost by 5 million runs and we were beaten inside one day. But I saw positives and I think the West Indies team is turning a corner even though the management is crap, the administration is crap, and generally we just do crap all the time. But we turn in that corner, it's, you know, and soon we'll be there. What's
on the table?
That's a captain. That's what the captain is say after they get licks on the manager. Anyway, all right, let me go. We beat that snake.
Pow!
Till it dead, it come back alive, it dead, it come back. All right. Dexter Skeen has stated teams entering the Trinidad and Tobago Pro League must show that they are able to stand on their own financially, or else they will not be considered. So says league CEO Dexter Skeen, a fella I went to school with, Tay also went to school with. 8 out of the 10 teams playing in the league currently receive monies to the tune of $80,000 per month from the government as a subvention, which will soon be a thing of the past. The idea, according to Skeen, is to gradually wean teams off government assistance and ensure that they are generating enough revenue to pay salaries and expenses from upgraded home grounds, merchandising, and other innovative means. Before they say no to government subvention, no time frame, and I will repeat this part, no time frame was given for this plan or for stopping of the government subvention. So, another, with all due respect to Dexter, you came on this show when the show started. I would go back to say
2010.
Let me say it here.
He was one of the first guests we had on our radio show back.
And you see exactly what he's saying here?
Same thing.
It's the same thing you said.
He turned into.
Yeah.
With all respect to Dexter Skeen and the
Dexter,
rest of the pro
you turn in that corner 5 years now.
Right? With all due respect, Skeen, I see what you're trying to do and I respect your efforts. However, what are you expanding? Expanding a league that has been a consistent failure at attracting patrons, sponsors, financial support. Why are you expanding? You should be contracting.
I agree.
Look at it like this. Secondary schools football has managed to attract an international television partner.
Right.
A major sponsorship, I think is $1 million US over what, 5 or 3 years or something like that?
Something like that. 5 years, 5
right?
years.
Why haven't you? Are you, by the market is saying that the Pro League is not as good as the schoolboy football.
Or it's not as attractive.
No,
as
it's not as good. Let me don't use those terms. It's not as good.
Proposition. It
right?
might be better in terms of the standard of football. It might be better.
He's a kind fella. Me, I like to call it straight. Right? Skeen, let's ask a question here. And I'm pointing at you, Mr. Skeen, because you are the guy behind the black ball there. You are behind the 8 ball, so you have to take all the hard knocks. If we have to list 10 revenue earning options for any major football league, how many of them do you have? Any major team, any of your teams would be able to say, I have those things in place?
7 or 8.
Shirt front sponsorship, transfer fees, match day revenues, television contracts.
You're going deep.
I'm going deep in it.
They're going deep there.
All they have is what?
Like a driller,
two or three teams have legitimate shirt front sponsorship, right? Maybe 2 or 3 teams have about 2,000 to 5,000 players on any given day.
Yeah.
Right? So that's 2. They sell Levi Garcia. Who else they sell the other day? They sell one.
I'm mumbling, but
They sell this fella to the MLS the other day too.
Yeah, Michael.
Shandon Winchester. They have a few people.
A few of them.
Right. Okay, so you have 3 out of maybe 20 revenue earning options for your league in your favor. Really? How are you going to expand on that? That is ridiculous.
My problem, besides that, and I agree with you, Dexter, what I always have said is, if 5 years ago, this is what you were saying, 5 years on, why am I going to believe that you can actually change the course if in the 5 years prior you have not changed the course? The reality of it is you are the head of the Pro League. And the Pro League has not changed how it operates, its revenue stream. It hasn't changed in its look, its outlook, and its future, what is going on. So you are to blame. You are the head, and as you say, the buck stops with him. And the bottom line is, as a friend, I like you, and you're a good guy. But as a CEO, you should reconsider your position.
I don't know if I want to reconsider.
You should.
We will come back down to the same thing.
Listen,
who we go put.
No. And the other aspect of this that I want to say is, I honestly believe that if all the salaries of people in the Pro League were dependent on the actual revenue the Pro League earned, we would have a different kind of Pro League.
Maybe if you took the rug from under them.
Yeah, I think we would have a different kind of, we would have a different league, and we would have one that is actually real. Well, apparently we getting the sign. We gotta take a break because the action's so hot. Yeah.
But we don't know water.
Taking a break, we coming right back.